Hey, what's up? Adam Lobo here from Adam Lobo TV.
Hi, I'm Deepanji.
And today we'll be talking about what's new on the iOS 15. And the reason why I have Theban with me for this video, other than the fact that he's a very close friend and a brother of mine, he's also a very known actor who is not only a tech geek like me, but what's interesting is that both of us also made the switch to the iPhone earlier this year. So Theban, tell me, how has your experience been using the iPhone? I think about March, April-ish?
Yeah, it's been actually really quite a pleasure. Recently, I spoke about it on August Man. In case you missed it, I shared my reasons for switching and how more often than not, things just work on the iPhone. As a power user, I expect my stuff to simply just work. I get a lot of work done on my phone and I expect it to have certain qualities.
Well, for me, as a Mac user for the past 19 years, the iPhone was indeed the missing link because it really bridged the overall ecosystem that I had for really long time, especially with the addition of the Apple Watch and the iPad Pro. I finally managed to get through the whole potential of the whole Apple ecosystem. And speaking of the experience, let's now talk about the iOS 15, man, because there are some very beneficial updates, especially for beginners. So in case you guys are a beginner who wants to make a switch. So with that, I'd like to ask Theban, how is your experience been so far?
I'm honestly enjoying it, man. Software updates will keep me up all night just tinkering around, setting things up. And with this new release, there's really quite a lot to get into.
So yes, in this video, we're going to go through all the latest and significant updates that iOS 15 has to offer. So let's check it out. First, the feature that we really like is FaceTime with anyone. So for this new feature, which I'm sure Theban was very shocked and happy to know, is how iOS 15 onwards can now invite non-iPhone users to FaceTime. Now this is super cool because although that I have switched, or we have switched, but there are some who haven't yet. Now, since the new normal are video calls, I found this feature extremely handy, where all you have to do is just to send a link to them, and no matter the operating system, they can easily join the video call. And what's sweet is that it is still end-to-end encrypted, so the calls are as private and secure as any other FaceTime call.
Next is shared with you. This is a good one, very utilitarian. You don't have to go digging for links in your chats anymore. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does that all the time. Now, when someone sends you a photo or a link or music, it'll show up in the corresponding app. It works flawlessly on Photos, Safari, Apple Music, and more. But this, however, is still something that only happens on the Messages app on the iPhone. I hope, though, it's something that will roll out to other messaging platforms as well.
Agreed. Next is the focus mode. Now this is something which I feel not only for me, but I'm sure for you, Theban, comes in clutch. Is when instead of just typically switching your phone to Do Not Disturb mode like every other smartphone, this feature allows you to customize each mode that you're in, such as sleep mode, since none of us have a very good night's sleep.
Yeah, true.
Once activated, you can allow notification to only certain people, for example, your mom, in case there's any emergency, and even select app notifications as well. Now you can also turn on wind down, which also syncs with your Apple Watch, which I'm loving how it makes me wind down just before going to sleep. And as mentioned, you can also customize each modes from scratch as well, where for example during work mode I can add only important people to get notifications and calls from, and to block out certain apps to avoid any distractions.
This is one of my favorites actually. When they announced this feature though, honestly, I wasn't really excited or anything, but after using it, oh, does it make so much sense. My line of work, I get calls pretty much all day, and that's something I don't really like when I'm in the gym and past a certain time at night. Now, instead of a blanket setting like Do Not Disturb, I have profiles on my phone for gym and nighttime where only certain people would be able to get through to me.
Alright, other than talking about features that are not only helpful, let's talk about the ones which are important, which is privacy.
Yes, I like how Apple is making things as transparent as possible for the end user. From being able to hide my IP address, the detailed privacy controls on Safari, being able to choose exactly which app gets access to what kind of data, All these are so important today when your phone knows everything about you. It's with you absolutely everywhere you go. Now it's your wallet, your photo album, your calendar, your mailing device, your radio, your GPS device. It's absolutely everything. I feel a lot safer if I get to choose who gets what.
Alright, so the new Spotlight search was also something that was super nice. Because we all had a moment where we needed to search for something really quick, but you just don't want to open up Safari and then start typing what exactly you want. Because now the new and improved Spotlight allows you to search for anything by just swiping from the top at the middle of any of the home screen, where for example, if I type Theban, it will show all the search results including his contact and even appointments with him. And that also works the same if you want to look for news from the best football club in the world. So yes, where it will also show results from Siri knowledge, photos, news and suggested websites as well.
And also, before putting on the search text, you will also find Siri suggestions like the frequently used apps and also frequent tasks as well. Now next, what I also really love about iOS 15 is the smarter notifications. Honestly, Apple, it's about time. iOS 15 now has much better notifications, a notification system called Schedule Summary, where you get to decide on a specific time to receive all your non-urgent notifications. The lock screen is also a lot cleaner, with notifications bundled and just simply spread in a more pleasing way. Notifications are arranged by priority, with the most relevant notifications rising to the top, based on user interactions with the apps. Now this I really like.
Yeah man, because the new notifications menu is really clean and sleek, and you guys know how I love a very nice minimalist kind of design. And I also love how it stacks notifications that are from the same app, for example YouTube or Twitter, where it will only show if you touch the notification bar over there, instead of having your notifications just piling up with a single app's notification.
Then finally with iOS 15, they brought SharePlay. Now this feature is coming very soon. You have the ability to share your phone screen even while watching a movie or listening to music on a FaceTime call. It's pretty cool, and seeing that it's built right into the FaceTime app, you can kind of really count on it. Funny story.
Okay.
I'm kind of tech support for my elder sister whenever she has problems on her iPhone, right? So I usually have to dictate through a phone call exactly what to do and what not to do. Now this is going to make that entire process so much simpler. Now other than that, what's nice is that we will also be able to keep FaceTime conversations going as you watch TV programs and movies, listen to music, or share your screen with SharePlay. It's a completely new way to have experiences with your friends and family nowadays.
Alright guys, there you have it, our favorite and all the cool new features of the new and improved iOS 15. Now in case you guys haven't updated yet, make sure you do, because what's cool is that this iOS 15 is available all the way back to the iPhone 6s.
Now there are a ton of other features announced with iOS 15 which may be very beneficial for you. So head to the link in the description to learn more.
Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. My name is Adam Lobo
And I am Theban G.
and we will see you in my next video. Notification, see notification lah, same lah dey. I'm gonna put this part. So guys, in case you all did not know, this behind the scenes, both of us cannot say notifications properly in front of the camera. But when we talk, it's fine.
Notifications, so easy now.
Notification.
Now when someone sends you a link or a photo or music,
Oh, dude.
wow.
Oi. Hey, I hear this is a thunder non-stop one.
What is this?
Oi.
Dude, what is? What's that? There's nothing you can see outside.
Which for me,
Wow. It's not going to stop, man.
90% rain day.
Bloody hell.
Yeah,
No
Apple
wonder,
Watch
lah.
is 90% is going to rain. It rained.
Definitely.
Apple Watch is correct.